Good evening. We're gonna get started. So hopefully, if you've got your meal and ready to go, we've got a big night. What a huge weekend we have here at Texas Tech. So we're so thrilled for you all to be here. My name is Robert Giovanetti. On behalf of the entire athletics department, I want to welcome you all. It's a great night. We love Hall of Fame night. It's one of the best nights in what we do here at Texas Tech. And what an incredible weekend. We're so blessed to be Red Raiders. Never been a better time to be a Red Raider. We're so blessed we thought we'd start off with a prayer and give thanks to those. So how about a guy that's already an NCAA champion and Big 12 champion, Bradley Atkins, high jumper for Texas Tech. He's going to come up and do our prayer.
Man, if you'll oh man, that's hot. If you'll bow your head with me and join me in prayer. Man, Father, we love you. We thank you. Thank you for this evening and this opportunity to come together and just celebrate these amazing athletes and all of their accomplishments. And Father, I just pray that every person that's in this room would just experience your love, your peace, your presence, your grace, Lord. Just pray that you would just protect us, guide us, lead us, and give us wisdom in these days. Father, bless this food to the nourishment of our bodies and our bodies to your service. In Jesus' name, amen.
I think I forgot to mention also an Olympian, Bradley Atkins, so pretty good. Yeah. You know, I was thinking, if you were ever going to rob an ACOC house, tonight would be the night. There's a lot of ACOCs here in the house tonight. We're glad to have them here. So just remember, if something happens, all of us, we have an excuse to be here. We've got a great class. We're excited about the class. We've got some history to give you guys tonight. We're making history here at this event. It's at the Y for the first time. The parking is great. For those of you long-timers who have been coming, you've been complaining about the parking. You can't complain about the parking here. And but we're going to make a huge announcement tonight in just a little bit, so you'll be glad you're here. It does not have anything to do with George Strait, but he will be playing in April at Jones AT&T Stadium. But that's not what we're here to talk about. But we have just a great group that we're going to honor, the Hall of Fame winners. We've got Coach Myers winning the Heritage Award, and we'll do all of that here tonight. I know that we always like to introduce some of our special guests. We wanted to introduce somebody tonight that doesn't nearly get the attention or the notoriety that he deserves. And Andrea talks a lot about our donors and just having a giving heart and wanting to avoid the spotlight. So we want to welcome here tonight and honor Jim Sowell, who's here tonight. So Jim, if you would stand for us and let everyone thank you. Get the list. We also have a lot of Hall of Famers in the house. We're going to miss some. And I've got a very well written out list here. This is it? This is the number we got? Okay, we'll go with this. So we want to recognize the Hall of Famers here in attendance. And so when I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Larry Anderson is here. Larry. I should have looked at the seating chart so I know. There he is, right back there. Gary Ashby is here. Gary. Rodney Blackshear. Rodney killed the 12th man at Texas A&M. Larry Gilbert is here. There he goes. Lloyd Hill. Welcome, Lloyd Hill. Odessa Permian. Ron Reeves here in the house. Ron, where are you? John Scoville was with us tonight. He's right in front of me. There he is. Still looks good. And Jerry Turner is here. Jerry Turner, yes. See, he didn't want to stand either. He didn't like the attention either. This is a great night, too, because these awards are nominated and voted on by your peers, other former letter winners. So we would like for, first of all, the letter winners to please stand. If you're a Texas Tech letter winner, please stand so we can welcome you. There you go. Thank you, guys. And then from that group, those of you that do serve on the Hall of Fame committee, you give of your time and your resources and all that. So Hall of Fame committee, if you please stand, we want to welcome you guys as well. There they are. We just wanted to talk a little bit about the class before we'll then honor everybody up here. I mentioned Ryan Aycock, Lubbock guy, and great to have him here. Ryan had 11 picks in his career, 8th all-time in history. He left here as 10th all-time in tackles. He was just one of those guys who just loved playing. And every time he watches the Manning cast and he sees Eli Manning, he says scoreboard, because he had a big pick on Eli back in the day. Ryan Aycock will be welcomed tonight into the Hall of Fame. We have Janine Becky, that she is not able to be here. Janine is still playing professionally, and her team is in the playoffs. I believe they play tonight. Coach Stone, is that right? Yeah, so Janine Becky, but Janine was obviously Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year. She's all-time leader in goals for Texas Tech, so we're glad to induct her into the class. Gabriela Dominguez is here. She was 4 times regional. She led the program in scoring average. She was an 8th in the NCAA. She was an All-American. We're excited to hear from her. Jacorian Duffield, who is a track athlete, two-time national champion. Looking forward to hearing from that. Yeah, that deserves cheers. He still has 7 of the top 10 marks, outdoor marks in Texas Tech history. Aaron Hunt, what a monster Aaron Hunt was. 34 sacks in his career, most tackles in program history by defensive end. We're glad about having him. Matt Kostelic is here. Matt, in 2 years here, stole 46 bases 1 year, set the record. That was broken the next year by Matt Kostelic with 51 stolen bases. Sierra White, a 3-time All Big 12 champion, is here. Yes, holds the record, school record still, the 55-yard dash. And B.J. Simmons, he did more in 1 year than most quarterbacks do in their entire career. We're excited to hear from B.J., and he is a great Red Raider and a great follow on X, too, if you're looking for some great commentary as well. So we're excited about this class. We'll hear from all of them. And then, of course, Coach Gerald Myers is winning the Heritage Award, and Coach Myers is being recognized for his career at Texas Tech. As a student athlete, he was fantastic. As a coach, he was fantastic. And then for a very long time, he was our athletics director and leader. And we're honored that Coach Myers is winning the Heritage Award. And I'm not sure when I'm supposed to do this in the program. I'm going to go ahead and go off script and do it right now. We are pleased to announce that tonight, this is the big news I was telling you guys about, not the George Strait stuff. The Heritage Award will from now on be named the Gerald Myers Heritage Award for his great, tremendous career at Texas Tech. Only 8 other people have won this award, and every time that future winners will get it, it'll be named the Gerald Myers Heritage Award. So we'll hear from Coach Myers in a little bit as well. Before we get started, though, we did want to bring up a guy. Again, there's so many great things happening here at Texas Tech, and we've got to do it with a tremendous leader, and we have him. Probably the best AD in the country, and a guy who's been running around all week with lots of media availabilities, a lot of media requests. But please welcome our athletic director, Kirby Hocutt.
You know, it's been an awesome week, and it takes so many people behind the scenes to prepare and to organize. And somebody who has been behind the scenes and orchestrating everything that will play out tomorrow, but is in front of the microphone tonight that does such a great job. He's not even listening to me now. But Robert Giovanetti deserves significant recognition and appreciation for everything that he does for Texas Tech athletics. Gio, thank you. So what a special time for Texas Tech athletics. And tonight, what a special night for Texas Tech athletics. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything that you do that makes Texas Tech a great place and such a special place. Tonight, we pause on the eve of what's going to be a great day for Texas Tech. Tomorrow will be a day where the focus and the attention of the entire country is right here in Lubbock, Texas, and on this athletics program. And tonight, we pause to celebrate some of the best to ever wear the double T. We have 4 guiding principles within our athletic department at Texas Tech. And the one that is applicable more than the others tonight is respect the past and invent the future. Respect the past and invent the future. So tonight we pause and we respect and appreciate this Hall of Fame class who put the foundation in place for us today to be able to elevate and amplify the brand of Texas Tech athletics. And it's also special that we get to recognize and celebrate my predecessor, Gerald Myers, who did so much to set the foundation for which we continue to build on today. And then tomorrow, we invent the future. We continue to invent our brand on ESPN, national television, and further take a step that we're determined to become the new face of college football. So I will wrap up where I started and say what a special time for Texas Tech athletics and what a special night for Texas Tech athletics. So let's settle in and let's celebrate this Hall of Fame class. Thank y'all for being here. Wreck 'em.
These names may or may not have been on the list I was handed earlier for Hall of Famers. It's good. We extend it out. They get more attention. Becky McElrath is here, former volleyball player and a Hall of Famer. And I think Curtis Jordan is here as well. Curtis Jordan? Yep. So we've got a couple more. If you're also a Hall of Famer, come up and give us your name, and we'll do it throughout the night. We'll sprinkle them out throughout the evening, and we'll get you in here. So we're excited to get started. This is a great class. We have a basketball game tonight. I don't know if you guys have seen all the attention Texas Tech has been getting, and if you watched the Pat McAfee show today, he actually brought the horse into our south end zone. He brought that horse onto the stage into the south end zone, and it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. And he said, I'm from a hockey country, and he said, I had a feeling that horse wanted to hip check me. And those of us that have seen that horse over the last couple of weeks would tell him he doesn't know how close he is to being right. But it was great for Texas Tech. It's been a great 2 days with ESPN here and all week the coverage we've had. So I hope you all are enjoying it, because we're celebrating tonight these Hall of Famers that have given us so many great memories, and we're making them right now as we're happening too. So this generation of these college students that camped out all weekend or all week long, they don't realize that they are in the good old days right now. So it's pretty cool for them. So we are ready to get started. As we mentioned, we're starting with the Gerald Myers Heritage Award, and let's honor Gerald Myers.
For more than half a century, one man has stood at the heart of Texas Tech athletics. A player, a coach, a leader, a Red Raider through and through. Gerald Myers first wore the double T in the 1950s, a smooth shooting guard whose free throw touch still echoes in the record books. But his story was only beginning. For 20 seasons, he led the Red Raiders from the sideline, a steady hand, a fierce competitor, and the winningest coach in Texas Tech history. Conference championships, NCAA tournaments, and a generation of players shaped by his belief in hard work, humility, and heart. Then came a new challenge, to build something bigger. As athletic director, Gerald Myers guided Texas Tech into a new era. Budgets grew, facilities rose from the plains. United Supermarkets Arena, the Marsha Sharp Center, and expanded Jones AT&T Stadium. Symbols of a vision that would lift every Red Raider program to new heights. His leadership reached far beyond Lubbock, serving the NCAA, guiding coaches nationwide, and earning the respect of his peers across the country. Through every role, every decade, one thing never changed: his unwavering love for Texas Tech. Tonight, we honor Gerald Myers, student athlete, coach, athletic director, and lifelong Red Raider with the Heritage Award. A legacy built on loyalty, on leadership, and on a lifetime devoted to the double T.
Here to present the award to Gerald Myers is Kirby Hocutt. It is now the Gerald Myers Heritage Award. How about that? It's a nice standing ovation to get the night started. How about that? You're raising the bar for everybody else.
Oh, wow. You know, I don't deserve all of that kind of attention. We've had so many great people who's helped us accomplish some of the things and all the things that we've done. It's just not one person. I would just happen to be have the opportunity to have some key positions, and in all those positions, as an athletic director, coach, as a player, I always had great people to coach and to be coached, and a great staff.
Coach, did you ever think when you came from Borger to come to Texas Tech and the Southwest Conference just getting started that it would be basically a lifetime career for you there here at Texas Tech?
Well, I can't imagine it being, especially an athletic director. I decided I wanted to be a coach at an early age. I think it was a really advantage to decide I wanted to coach when I was in 8th grade. And I thought I would be a lifetime coach. And I came to Tech, and it was a great situation here at Tech as a player. Two things I think were significant with that year. First, we were accepted into the Southwest Conference. And at that time, that was the biggest thing that had happened to Texas Tech, to go from the border to the Southwest. That was just a great time. Everybody was excited. The fans, alumni, it was just a great time. That was my first year. And the second thing that impressed me about Texas Tech when I visited was that beautiful auditorium and Coliseum that was being built. That Coliseum in its time was the best in the Southwest Conference. And Tech fans were great. The first few years, for several years, Tech led the Southwest Conference in attendance, and those two things were significant as far as I'm concerned.
You were such a great player, and when you look at your stats, obviously the thing that sticks out for two things: A, you're our first ever All-Southwest Conference performer. B, you were just like dead-eye as a free throw shooter. Did that drive you crazy as a coach then when you'd see missed free throws? Is that something that really kind of irked you a little bit?
Well, I played for a high school coach, great high school coach. We shot 50 free throws every day. If we didn't make at least 40, he would actually give us a lick with about an 18-size tennis shoe. Fortunately, I never got a lick. But I did shoot and was really dedicated to making free throws. And I think it's hard to teach a player to shoot free throws. They've got to be dedicated. They've got to work at it. They've got to have a great desire to be able to step up there and shoot those shots.
Coach, you had so many great teams. Do you have one that you, in your mind, was the best team you ever had here at Texas Tech? Which one would that be if you could? I know you love all of them equally, but which one was the best one?
Well, we did have a lot of good teams, and I love those teams. We had a lot of good players, and I hesitate to mention very many players because I had so many good ones, and I'm going to miss somebody. But I think the best team was the 1973 team. I became the coach. I happened to be at the right place at the right time. Bob Bass was the coach. He brought me back to Tech to be his assistant. I was with assistant with 9 months, and he went back to the pros. He was a former pro coach. And I took that job and finished that year out. And the second year, we were decent. But the third year, we had, and I can say this unequivocally, one of the all-time great players, maybe the best player, but at least one of the all-time greats in Rick Bullock. And he led that team, and that turned out to be, we won a conference championship, we won a tournament championship in the NCAA twice, finished second in the other years. Our record when Rick was the coach, our player, our conference record was 42-12. And I think that's the best conference record even to this day over a 4-year period. So that team was Ron Richardson, a big 6'11" center from Compton, just a really good leader, all-conference player. He was a senior with Rick as a freshman. 2 good guards, Richard Little, Don Moore, and Ed Wakefield. And that was just a tough team. They was a good team. They could play defense, we could score. That was probably the best one.
You know, when you look back on, I love that team that won the Southwest Conference tournament with Mike Russell when he hit the shot at the end, the first ever tournament. That was a great memory for me. But you had a pipeline to New York for a while there, right? You had some great players from New York, and that's from your great friend Corky. And you and I talked the other day about you still miss Corky.
Well, Corky Oglesby was he came here with Bob Bass. He was with Bob at Oklahoma Baptist. He was a cross-country runner. He loved track, but he was a great recruiter. He was not a basketball coach, but he could identify talent. And it was great to have a coach like that because he was on the road constantly. He'd leave Monday and come back Friday and be at the game. And he was driving. We didn't have the kind of budgets we have now. But he was driving to Florida, he was driving to California, he was just covering the country, and he recruited some really good players. Mike Russell was actually recruited by Bob Evans from Hobbs. But Corky wanted to be a track coach, and the track job opened up, and Coach King gave him the job, and that's one of the biggest mistakes I ever made is letting him get away. And I don't think we ever. He was the first player to recruit any black athletes. 2 great players. Gino was first, and Greg Lowry. Both of them averaged 20 points a game, and they were outstanding players that Corky brought in. And they were our first 2 black players. And I was. Fortunate enough to coach Gene 1 year and Greg 2 years.
Coach, it takes a lot to be a coach's wife and coach family. So talk a little bit about your family and who's here with you. And I know your daughter's not able to be here tonight, but how important have they been to you?
Oh, I've got the greatest wife in the world. a wife of 67 years. And we've had a wonderful wedding, and she never said much. She was pretty quiet, but she celebrated the good times, and she suffered silently in the bad times because there were some up and downs. But she is just fantastic. And then my daughter, we only had one daughter. She's in. She had this trip planned. She went to South Africa for about 2 weeks and a half, and she's there, and she sends us pictures every day, and she's just been a wonderful daughter. She really looks after her mother. She's a great teacher. She teaches kindergarten. She runs a private school over at Lake Ridge Methodist, and she's just been a great daughter, and no question about it, my #1 fan.
That's fantastic. And we're sorry that Lori couldn't be here, but I know hopefully they'll watch and be able to see that because I know she's a big fan of yours as well.
Yeah.
Coach, as we wrap up, obviously you had a very successful tenure as an athletic director too. When you look back on your time at Texas Tech, what would be, you think, your greatest accomplishment?
Well, I enjoyed coaching. I loved coaching. I loved playing. And it was a great time, both of them. But the most important time for me at Texas Tech was when I was the athletic director. And I was assistant athletic director. I was reassigned. We went down. We weren't always good. We had some bad years, and I got reassigned and became assistant athletic director. Bob Bath came, and I think it was 1993, Bob was a great athletic director. He put in a whole new system. I was with Bob 3 years. He taught me how to manage an athletic department. He was one of the best. And as a coach, had 3 assistants, 15 players. I had a budget of, I don't know what it was, wasn't great, $80,000. And now, when I was athletic director, I had probably 12 or 15 head coaches, probably 20 or 30 assistant coaches, 400 student athletes, and it was just a prime time for somebody to be in that position because Texas Tech had matured, and we gained the benefit of so many of our alums who were out and became wealthy and who loved Texas Tech and were generous with their gifts and support of what we did. The number one goal we had, and we had several things that we were working on, was to improve the facilities of Texas Tech when we went to the Big 12. Our facilities were awful. They were among the worst in the Big 12, without any question. Some of our teams didn't even have a facility on campus. They used softball, had games at a city park. Our tennis, we didn't have a tennis court suitable for on play. So that was our main goal. And it was a good time to be athletic director and to have that goal because we had so many people who had become quite wealthy, and they loved Tech, and they were willing to support Tech and support those projects. And I think there were 8 or 9 projects that we either built or that were renovated to bring our facilities up to be among the best in the Big 12. And without any question, the work that Kirby's done. By the way, Kirby is the best thing that's ever happened to Texas Tech. I mean, the job he's done with that stadium, great football facility, indoor track. Wes Kitley's here tonight. I think Wes has won about 16 conference championships. It's unbelievable, indoor and outdoor. And so that being athletic director was probably the most important and the most satisfying position I had.
Well, Coach, we're so fortunate you chose Texas Tech. We're so fortunate you made a lifetime and a career and a family at Texas Tech. And we're proud of you, and congratulations on the award being named after you. Congratulations on winning the Heritage Award.
Well, thank you, and thank you for the crowd. Thank you for all of our fans. I mentioned earlier about our facilities and everything, but we have always had great fans here at Texas Tech. In those early days in the Coliseum, they were just fantastic. In fact, they were a little boisterous, liked to throw coins, liked to do a few other things to intimidate the team. But
the coach was boisterous, too. He threw his jacket a few times, too. So, right? A little bit. So, thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Gerald Myers, everybody. Just as we announced earlier that Mr. Sowell doesn't like attention, we are giving Coach Myers and Mr. Sowell permission to leave tonight. They're going to go to the basketball game. And so nobody get any ideas besides them. They're going to leave. But thank you again, Mr. Sowell, for being here. And thank you again for Coach Myers. He did remind me I did screw up again. We have some coaches here in attendance. Coach JoJo Robertson is over here. Our women's golf coach is here. I want to welcome her. Coach Tim Tadlock is here. I saw him earlier. I don't know where he's standing or sitting, but he's here. Coach Tadlock is here. Coach Tom Stone is here. We'll see him up here in just a little bit. Coach Stone. And we heard about Coach Kitley, and I think Coach Kitley's his birthday today as well. So happy birthday to Coach Kitley. So great. All right, so great to hear from Coach Myers. Let's start with our Hall of Fame class. And again, this side of the room, we're going to hear a lot of noise. We're going to start with Ryan Aycock.
Ryan, so happy for you to get into the Texas Tech Hall of Fame. You and your family have been a cornerstone of Lubbock, Texas for a long time, man. And I'm just so happy for you. Congrats.
My favorite memory of Ryan as a player has to be the Texas game in 2002. I happened to be back watching the game on the sidelines, and Texas was driving, and Ryan made a big-time interception to seal the deal. He ran off the field, and we were able to celebrate together, and it was a special moment. And so one that I always will remember. Hey, enjoy your moment. All your hard work, your dedication, your sacrifice, it all paid off. It's an amazing feeling when good people like yourself get what they deserve, and I'm so proud of you. I'm happy to be your teammate, your friend, your brother. I love you, my man.
Hey, 28, it's your old roommate, Greg. It's been an honor all these years to be your younger brother. It was also a big privilege to play by your side at Tech. Nobody deserves this award more than you, man. You're a warrior, you're a legend. I'm proud of you. You're a role model and a leader. I love you with all my heart. Congrats, Hall of Famer. Wrap 'em.
Ryan, congrats on the Texas Tech Hall of Fame. I'm so excited for you. You were such a tremendous player. You really personified what it means to be a Red Raider with your toughness, your mentality, the way you took on anybody, anywhere, anytime, inside and outside of the football facility. Was a big fan always. Loved the battles we had on the field. Loved the way you played. Loved the way you led. And really excited that you're going to the Hall of Fame, man. You deserve it. Enjoy tonight.
I never got to see him as a teammate, but I know by how loved he is by all and how he is at home that he was selfless, passionate, always down for fun, and a motivator to all. As someone who proudly grew up saying, my dad is Ryan Aycock and he played football at Texas Tech, I couldn't be happier to see all your hard work and love for this team finally being recognized and rewarded. Congrats, Dad. You truly deserve this.
And if you know Ryan, if you talk about his family or Texas Tech, you better watch out. He loves Texas Tech so much, and just couldn't be prouder for you. Ryan, I love you so much, and I'm just so proud of you. I'm so honored to be your wife, and so proud of this honor, and congratulations. We love you so much.
Congratulations, Dad. We love you.
Ryan, I am so proud of you. I feel like God gave you a gift in athletics, but you used that platform to do well for the community and the way you treat others. And I'm just proud of the man you are and for this honor that you have received and worked hard for.
Ryan, I'm so proud of you. You make me proud every day. I'm honored to be your mother. This is an achievement that you worked so hard for, and you're so deserving. You're so humble. You never bring attention to yourself. I'm so proud of you.
Having the opportunity to play in his hometown in front of all his family and friends was a great memory and great importance to him. Rhino, I'm always proud of you, proud of the man you've become, I'm proud of the husband you are and the dad you are, and the son you are, and now I'm proud of you as a Texas Tech Red Raider Hall of Fame inductee. Love you, Rhino. Wreck 'em.
Congratulations to Ryan Aycock on your induction into the Texas Tech Hall of Fame.
Here to present Ryan is his brother, Greg Aycock. This is all very highly produced. Got your mic there? Yeah. Wouldn't that have been sad if 5 years from now you're looking at your Hall of Fame picture and I'm stuck in that? I'm just like, I wasn't supposed to be in it. I was trying to get out of it quickly, so I'm glad you're here. Congratulations. How does it feel to be a Hall of Famer?
It would make it worth more, Feels great. I'm honored. I'm blessed. They were joking with me. They said, don't cry. Man, I kind of started getting teary-eyed over there. Just hearing everybody say, nice things. You don't get to really hear people say that about you that much. So that kind of hit me a little bit. Yeah.
Made a joke of it, but there are a lot of ACOGs here. Let's face the facts. There's a lot of them here. How much has family been a big part in I want to let you recognize them too.
Man, we're deep. We got maybe I don't know. We got a lot of family and friends. That comes with the territory living here in Lubbock. But family to me is everything. It's like my wife said, don't mess with my family. Don't mess with my friends, my teammates. I'm a very loyal guy. So family and friends, to me, I love y'all very much. It touches my heart. My wife, that was great words, Rachel. My kids, Allie, she came down from OU, and then Olivia, Chloe, Anna Grace. My brother, my sister, my mom, my dad. Man, it's just great to see everybody out here. All the ex-Hall of Famers, all the friends we got out here, teammates. We this morning had a chance to, catch up with some guys, Hunt and Rex and BJ, and, we had a great morning this morning. And then last night we got to catch up too, walked over to Raiderville just to check it out, That was wild. And we literally walked through and back. And kids were looking at us like, man, these guys do not belong. They're old.
I love how you're like, just check it out. We got to check it out and see how it was. But it was crazy. As a guy who was here during kind of the formative years of Tech football and with Coach Leach and what you guys had built, what's that do for you as an alum seeing what's happening now this year at Texas Tech?
Man, I love it. I love where Texas Tech is going. We're growing. We're getting better. We're doing the part. I was actually recruited Spike Dykes last year. And that was a great class that came in, the class in 99. So having the opportunity to play under Spike Dykes for 1 year was an honor. And then Leach comes in, and then we have some really great years. And, there was some hard times in between then. I feel like we're back, though. We're coming back, We're building, rebuilding. We got some athletes. The NIL is crazy to me. It's great. Cody Campbell, Womble, a lot of other people that, don't get mentioned that have been putting money towards it. That's what it's about. People can get mad all they want. This is what the big schools have been doing all along. We're out here in Lubbock, Texas. Everybody's going to hate us no matter what. No matter what we do. All we're doing is everything that everybody else is doing. And we're pulling some great athletes. And I'm proud. I love seeing that defense out there fly around. They're amazing. And, man, we got some really some ammo on offense. So tomorrow's going to be great.
When you think back on your career, and you mentioned coming to play for Spike, growing up in Lubbock, going to Coronado, did you ever think about going anywhere else? Was there anything else on your radar?
Man, you know what? I got recruited to some places for safety, and then I got recruited to play option quarterback. And I was not wanting to play offense at all. I was defense all the way through and through. I just wanted to hit people. Coach Campbell, Dean Campbell, he's here. Coach, stand up real fast, please. He was part of Spike Dykes' group. So had it not been for him, I would never even got a scholarship here. His son played with me and Kevin Curtis at Coronado. And, I got to play defense, and I played receiver and, some other positions at my junior year. But he got to watch us play. And thank goodness for that, because our offense, man, we just handed the ball off at quarterback. Well, then Kevin leaves, and I took over as quarterback, and I just handed the ball off. I mean, it is what it is, you know? But he saw something. He took a chance. He rolled the dice on guys like Kevin Curtis and myself, and I'm just glad that, you know, we didn't let him down.
It was interesting you mentioned Curtis. He had some big plays, right, that turned games. And kind of like you were a big play guy that really turned some games. And did you kind of pride yourself on that as a little bit of tougher than the guy across from you kind of thing?
Kevin was one of my best friends. So I was at Cooper High School, and then I went to Coronado my junior year. The first guy that I met was Kevin Curtis. Me and him became best friends that day. We're still best friends to this day. I love that guy. When he came to Tech, I watched him. I wanted to come here, and I wanted to play with him. And, you know, we had a kind of a special group there. It was Kevin, then myself, and then Mike Smith. Well, before Kevin was Daryl Jones, and then after Mike was Gabe Hall. I mean, so we had kind of a run there in a row. But, yeah, I wanted to play with Kevin. And, man, Kevin made some great plays. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, All-American. You know, I always wanted to do what he did. And then when I had the chance to play, it was Kansas State in 2001. Coach kept telling me, he's like, Ryan, he's like, if you will learn to play the pass, you can't just always play the run, but if you learn to play the pass, you will play one day. And, man, we had just got beat by Kansas the week before, and then Texas the week before that. And so Coach McMacken took a chance, and he said, I'm putting some hitters in here. I want this game physical, and I want to see, like, you know, some hits. And that game, man, you know, like, there's a lot of great moments, interceptions that I had, but the Kansas State game, that's where it started for me. I mean, I had a fun time. I think, you know, I had a lot of tackles, like 15 tackles. I had an interception, so I proved that I could play the pass. I had a dropped interception that I should have ran back for a touchdown, and that one still like, I think about all the drops, you know, more than the ones you catch. And then Aaron Lockett coming across the middle and decapitated him. So after the game, Coach is like, well, you proved that you can play the pass, so it's yours to lose now, you know? And so that's how it started. We beat Kansas State. They were ranked, and that was a fun, memorable game. I mean, you remember that game, man. We needed that win. And then, you know, some key moments after that, it was just A&M in the interception in the end zone. It's hard to shut a team out, especially in college. And we shut them out 12-0. And that interception came in the end zone when they were about to score. So that was a good memory there. And then obviously the Texas interception to help seal that deal. And then the Ole Miss interception to help seal that deal at the very end of the game also. Yeah, and my wife went to Ole Miss, so we talk about it regularly.
And you always got that on Eli, too, right? He's got a couple of Super Bowl rings, but he always knows.
Yeah, he knows it.
Yeah, he knows.
My brother-in-law let him know one time at a wedding. My in-laws are really good friends with the Mannings, actually, and he let Eli know, and it was awkward. Yeah.
If you could look back on your career, how do you kind of sum it up that here you are sitting, do you ever think a guy that, you know, following Kevin Curtis's footsteps that would just be sitting in this chair someday?
When they told me that I was going into the Hall of Fame, I think the first thing that I thought about was all the hard work that you put into that moment, that when they called me, the things that people don't see, you know, the extra running, the extra sprints, the extra weightlifting, the studying of the film, man, the teammates, there's so much going, you know, through your head, and just, I don't know. I think I'm just a very intense person. I always want to prove people wrong, and so I was willing to do whatever I needed to do and go the extra to do that. I just wanted, you know, I wanted to be a great teammate. I wanted to win games. You don't think about the Hall of Fame. You think about you and your teammates at that moment and what you're going through together and coming together to beat whoever you're playing. That's what it was about for me. And then this is just a huge cherry on the top. And I just thank everybody, you know, ex-teammates, everybody that voted.
Well earned. Ryan Aycock, Texas Tech Hall of Famer, everyone.
Thank y'all very much. Thank you.
Hey Janine, I want to congratulate you on your Texas Tech Hall of Fame induction. What an amazing achievement. It's something that is wholeheartedly deserved. I remember when you first went there and you know, you're a little bit scared about going out on your own, but Texas Tech helped make you to where you are today, helped build your confidence, build your integrity. The amazing people around the university and the sports program is something to see that really made a difference in your career. Very, very proud of you. And now you'll be enshrined for all time. That is really, really special. It's much deserved, as I said. So congratulations again. We love you, and we'll see you soon.
You know, since the first day that Janine walked through the door, she's kind of like a magnet to a lot of the players. Self-confident, dynamic player, had huge dreams of what she wanted to get done in college, and I think that also played out in her ability to be a great teammate with those around her. Very positive with those guys, and I think one of the more remarkable traits was how she celebrated others around her when they were getting noticed, because she was getting so much attention and so much notice from around the country and around the league that it would have been easy just to live in that bubble. But anytime someone else got some sort of award, Player of the Week, any All Big 12, she was the first one to get to them and cheer them on. And that has become a big point of emphasis for our team, celebrate those around you, and she was great in that regard. I mean, the play is easy because it was the biggest goal ever scored still in the history of Texas Tech soccer. We were trying to make our mark. We were trying to get somewhere new, somewhere special. We wanted to win our first championship and go deep in an NCAA tournament and all those things. And we had to face the #1 team in the country in West Virginia with two of the best young players in the country, and one of which had just recently been awarded best 19-year-old in the world. And were very difficult to score on, very difficult to break down. And Janine was her Canadian national team teammate, actually, Keisha Buchanan. And Janine got in behind them, and with all the calm and composure, you know, of a senior and a winner, she slots the ball home, and we beat the #1 team in the country and defeat this incredibly talented team from West Virginia. And that set us up to win the Big 12 title 2 days later against Kansas. And so far, that's been the biggest goal scored in the red and black, and certainly, I would guess, the biggest moment that she had as a player here amongst hundreds. You know, I think it was the foundational place that she built her program. It's where she walked in the door and asked me, you know, what's going to take to win a championship here, even though we hadn't won any yet, and meant every word of it. Now, she was referring to a national championship, but we didn't get her that, but certainly winning the first Big 12 and going deep in the tournament every year, and being our all-time leading scorer and now entering the Hall of Fame. I just think it was the right place at the right time for her to grow her game. You know, she came in as a very good player, and through her hard work and her countless hours out on the field by herself or with an assistant or with any coaches, made herself into this incredible player, and certainly knows that she's highly revered here. And it was an incredible 4 years that she spent, you know, in the program. It's an incredible honor, but to be fair, it's the most obvious Hall of Fame award that we'll probably ever give out. The things that she did here on the field, especially, and within her teammates, and the way she led by example in her drive to win, her drive to compete, her drive to be a good teammate, you know, just sets her apart. This is what Hall of Fame, I think, awards are all about. Players that set records, but also do it the right way, and players that just exemplify hard work and exemplify that Canadian blue-collar attitude, exemplify, you know, the spirit of a winner, and someone that was truly happy for everyone else around her when they did well. So, you know, this award couldn't go to a better player or a better person, and you just can't tell the story of Texas Tech soccer without her name right in the middle of it, if not right in the front.
Congratulations to Janine Becky on your induction into the Texas Tech Hall of Fame.
Mentioned Janine cannot be here tonight because she is still playing in her professional career and they're in the playoffs. So we just saw him on the video, but to accept the award is head coach Tom Stone. job, Coach Stone. Thank you for being here. Hey, before we go on, we've got 3 more Hall of Famers. They're just dropping like cats and dogs in here. Omo Asagi is here, who was entered last year into the Hall of Fame. I think we mentioned Curtis Jordan, so we'll give him just another mention. And then how about the guy that our front desk girl said, hey, Danny Amendola, is he the guy from Dancing with the Stars? Danny Amendola is in the house as well. So 3 great Hall of Famers, and glad they are here. All right, let's continue with our next Hall of Famer, Gabriela Dominguez.
Gabby was a teammate who led by example in the classroom and on the golf course.
Gabby was a great teammate. She was a fierce competitor. She always left it all on the line. She never gave up. She was always giving 100% of her effort, and she always led by example.
She was the kind of player that any coach would enjoy being around. She was a hard worker.
She came prepared, always wanting to get better, determined, would do what you asked of her, had the attitude and the work ethic of someone that would become a Hall of Famer.
Gabby was one of our bright spots here at Children's National, I should say. Very intelligent young lady, good athlete.
Texas Tech was more than a school for Gabby. It was a stage to prove something powerful. Even if you come from a small school, as long as you work hard and lead with your heart, you can stand toe to toe with anyone. Gabby showed that grit and passion can take you far no matter where you start.
I think she embodies the Red Raider Nation, the pride. She wears it high on her shoulders, and I just know wherever she goes, she's going to be successful, and that's just the type of person she was.
Gabby Dominguez, congratulations on being inducted to the Texas Tech Hall of Fame. Your unbelievable work ethic and desire to succeed has once again made you a champion. I'm very proud of you. Congratulations, Coach Gracie.
I'm so proud of you. I'm elated to even be able to speak on behalf of you, getting inducted to the Texas Tech Hall of Fame. I think it's well deserved. Couldn't happen to a better person. Just the type of person she is. God bless, and keep doing what you're doing. I know great things are in store for you.
I would like to say to you, Gabby, thank you. Thank you for teaching me so much. Thank you for trusting in my desire to help you and walk along that golf journey with you at such a special time in your life, and to get to know you and your family, and you get to know my family, as we all have great memories together. And for that, I'm so grateful, and I am so incredibly proud of who you are as a person, all of your accomplishments, and this is a great one. Please enjoy it, and thank you for letting me be a part of it. Great job.
Gabby, I'm so proud of you. You are a great example for anybody coming from a small town and being so successful in high school golf, and then coming to the big city of Lubbock and continuing to work hard and go after your goals. And I'm just so happy to be a part of it, and I congratulate you on all the success you had at Texas Tech, and now being one of the best of the best, and just so proud and happy for you.
Gabby, you worked hard for this. There were highs and lows, laughter and tears, but you never gave up. You stayed the course. You showed up with your heart and gave it all. We love you for your dedication, your strength, and your grit through the years. You earned this moment and every bit of it, and the love that comes with it.
Gabby, I just want to say I'm really proud of you. This is a great accomplishment, and it's much deserved. All the hard work that you put in, all the countless hours of school, practice, workouts, all of that has come to this, and no, there's not a better representative of Texas Tech, and what can I say, wreck 'em.
Congratulations to Gabriela Dominguez on your induction into the Texas Tech Hall of Fame.
Presenting to Gabriella is her coach, JoJo Robertson. By number 8, we'll get this figured out tonight. There's your microphone there. Yep. Congratulations. How's it feel?
Thank you. This was great.
I wanted to start off with this. I don't ever do this, but this just blew my mind. I'm a very simple person, too, but Gabriela Dominguez, Senior Intelligence Analyst at Combat Forces Command, the largest field command of the U.S. Space Force.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty awesome, right? So explain that to me like I'm 5. What does that do?
So I work intelligence for the Space Force, basically is what that means. But what we do in Combat Forces Command is we provide the capabilities of training, organizing, and equipping the Space Forces. And so what my job is to provide the intelligence, that intelligence environment to senior leaders so they can make the best decisions that they can make for our Space Forces and for just national security in general. So when our Space Forces have to go out, whether it be for warfighting missions or for anything else, they are ready and prepared and are able to perform their missions.
Wow, that's crazy. That's fantastic. Red Raiders, that's
Yes,
impressive. So, hey, talk a little bit about your, I hear from your dad there. It was some interesting comments. So was that somebody that really influenced you a lot throughout your life?
Oh, my dad.
Yeah.
I would say yes, for sure. He is the one that pushed me a lot into playing golf, actually. He enjoyed playing golf. He wasn't really that good at it.
Hey, don't judge.
But he thought, hey, like we would go out and we would play, and then he would see how good I was, and it's like, hey, let's make this into a thing. And so we just kind of kept going, and he pushed me, and probably a lot more than I would push myself, but I'm here now, and I'm very grateful for that. But also my mom was a big supporter of me as well, and supporting my golf journey and trying to encourage me throughout that as well.
When did you start to figure out that, hey, I'm pretty good at this, I could go on with this thing?
So I would say we've done a lot of junior golf tournaments, and then you start seeing like when you're placing higher, you're doing better, there's a lot more potential in what you're doing. And so that's what kind of happened. We worked harder, we placed better, we did better. I say we because it's not just me, it's my coaches supporting me, as well as my parents putting a lot of that hard work in, and my sponsors during that time as well. And so we just saw a lot of improvement, and we're like, hey, let's make this a thing, and let's go forward with this.
So talk about your tech career. You very successful, and did you feel like when you were here in the Ross course and all that helped make you a better player?
Oh, for sure. So I loved Texas Tech when I first got here. When I did my recruiting visit, I was like, this is the place. And there was no other place when I got here. And so after that, and I came in, I loved the Ross course. I love my coaches and my team, and so it really was I felt like it just made me a better person being here. I was also farther away from home, so it's about 6 hours from where I live. Texas is big, so but it was good to kind of be on my own and do a lot of the things on my own, but also I had the support of my coach, JoJo, as well, and so that was helpful. But I got so much better when I was here. There's a lot of new things that I've learned, and then also seeing my teammates and being a part of their journey as well helped as well in that journey.
You played on the same team with Kim Kaufman. Did you guys kind of push each other to make each other better?
Oh yeah, we were very competitive. So having us be so competitive, I think that helped us really just do so well in our tournaments, and we were always neck and neck in a lot of these tournaments that we were in, and that really pushed us both to be better players.
In your career, too, you played in the U.S. Open. What was that like? Tell us a little bit about that experience.
Oh, it was very fun. It was also, I was very nervous though too, but it was a really good. It's one of the largest stages, right, in professional golf, and so it was a very good way to kind of see, oh, this is a great opportunity, and it was just a great environment, and I couldn't have made it without my coaches, without my family supporting me throughout the way, and it was just such an awesome experience to be among the best in the field, and to play with them as well on the same level was a great opportunity.
I would imagine a senior intelligence analyst at the Space Force is pretty busy. Do you have time to play? Do you still play, or how
I
do you
don't play as much as I should, and as much as a lot of people would hope I would play. Being with it, especially my job, it's a busy job because intel and things that are happening in, from, and to space doesn't stop. So we are there monitoring it day in, day out, providing those assessments to higher leadership. And so it does take a lot more time. So I don't get a lot of time to get out and play golf, but I should probably kind of dedicate a little bit more of that to that.
When you hear some of the comments, former teammates, former coaches that talk about your mental toughness and how you were, you proud of just the fact that golf is a very individual sport, but you are obviously a very good teammate as well?
So yeah, I would say golf is a very individual sport, especially when you're talking about junior golf, and prior to or high school golf, things like that. And so when you get on a team, it's such a different environment, and it's kind of very shocking to some of us, and I think it was shocking to me. I would say that it took me a while to learn how to be a good teammate. Because you're in your own little bubble. I'm also an only child, so own little bubble doing my own little golf thing, right? And then you get into a larger school, a larger team, and that you have to support that team. So I would say coming to Texas Tech and being on a team really helped me to try to build those skills of not only being on a team, but also learning how to work as a collective, right? Even though you're doing an individual sport.
Well, we're proud of you. We're proud of what you're doing for the Space Force. How does it feel to you to come back at a time like this when Texas Tech is really making big waves nationally?
It's grown so much, and it's to me, it seems like such a different school than when I came in. But I'm so happy for all the growth that's happened in Texas Tech, and I'm so happy for all the progress and the success that everyone has made, whether it be in athletics or in the education part as well, or academics part. But I'm just so happy to be here and see all that progress.
Well, congratulations. We're proud of you, and thank you again. So, Gabriela Dominguez, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You got that one?
Man, Jacorian was the type of teammate that led by example.
Oh man, he was dedicated to and through. That guy, man, he was locked in, focused, and going after like no one I've seen before.
He was very encouraging. He was always wishing the very best for his teammate, especially as his high jump counterpart.
He was focused, he was driven, encouraging others while pushing himself to new heights.
He started off winning the national championship in the high jump, and we became Texas Tech High Jump U. And when you came to Texas Tech, Jacorian and Bradley Adkins and Trey Culver, those guys competed so hard against each other. I can't tell you what high jump meant here because he started it all off.
To be cemented in history with Jacorian as the first teammates ever to go 1-2 in indoor and outdoor nationals for high jump was, man, it's just right up there in that, and seeing the season that Jacorian had. I mean, I think he lost only 2 competitions all of that collegiate season, and man, it was spectacular, and just witnessing some greatness there.
Texas Tech isn't just where he competed, it's where he became who he is. It's where he found lifelong friends, mentors, and discovered the power of pushing limits.
I think it's a place of opportunity and home. He came out here, and just the relationships we got to build and with the coaches and Coach Thomas, and man, him being able to come here, cement his legacy, and just see what he's done. I think it's home to him.
And I just can't tell you, once again, how Red Raider Nation is so proud. And I just want to tell you congratulations, and appreciate everything you did for us.
Your discipline, your heart, your perseverance brought you here. You've shown us all what grit, faith, perseverance really looks like. You've earned this moment, and I just want to say how unbelievably proud I am of you. You've earned this. You deserve every bit of the recognition. I love you more than you'll ever know. Congratulations to my Hall of Famer.
Yeah, man, Jacorian, we talked about this for years, and here you are, first ballot Hall of Famer. Dude, love you, so proud of you. Honored to have been a teammate and just get to see everything that you've done and celebrate you. Man, you've earned this, you've deserved it. Man, go enjoy it.
Jacorian, congrats, my brother. I am so, so happy for you. Man, you paved the way for me and just the entire program. You were a big pillar in that. And so I just honor you right now. I say congratulations for being in the Hall of Fame and stamping your legacy here at Texas Tech forever.
We have nothing more to say, but we are super, super proud of you. Kudos to you. Enjoy this moment. God has so much more in store for you and your family. And we just say again, congratulations. I love you.
Congratulations to Jacorian Duffield on your induction into the Texas Tech Hall of Fame.
Here to present Jacorian his medal is Coach James Thomas. Wow, that's pretty good, right? Feels pretty good right now? See your name up? You were looking at your picture there earlier, right?
Yeah,
so it
no,
looks good.
Like, it kind of had me reminiscing a little bit, and man, it's a lot. It's a lot, man.
We'll ask you to hold your mic up, Jacorian.
Oh,
So
my bad.
that's good. No, it's a lot, right? And watching the video and seeing Trey and Bradley, and you start realizing, man, this really is high jump. You proud of your part in all that?
Yes. Yeah. When I first got here, I had crazy dreams. My coach in high school was an American record holder in high jump, so I just knew I was going to be the American record holder in my freshman year of college.
Yeah, you just knew, right? Yeah.
But it didn't work out that way. Coach Thomas came in, kind of he taught me how to work. Once he taught me how to work and I had a little bit of success, I became obsessed with it. Brad was in the back. He pushed me along the way, and we brought Trey Culver along, and it made history.
We're just talking to Gabriella about a teammate. Was Bradley somebody that he kind of pushed you, or you guys made each other better?
Yeah, 100%. So going back to high school, my junior year, I got second at state. Brad got third. And then my senior year, I was like, oh, I need to win state. They're like, well, this is guy in Idalou that's going to be on your heels. So we end up going back and forth. We actually jumped the same height at state, but I beat him on misses, so 1-2. Then he comes to college. I mean, anytime I had a bad day in practice, it was worse because we had, a future Olympian next to me. So, we pushed each other. We competed every day from the weight room to the sprints where they just used to beat me at, and I still to this day I hate it. But weight room to the jumps, and it's actually high jumping. Yeah, we push each other every day.
You mentioned Coach Thomas, and we miss him here in Lubbock, but how did he help you particularly when you talk about what he did for you?
He kind of brought the science to high jump. I just thought, you show up, you work hard, you'll be successful. Coach Thomas kind of brought the science aspect of it while feeding my competitive nature. And once he kind of got me into the science aspect of it and we started training the technique side of high jump and things started happening, then I just became, again, obsessed with it and started hammering on technique more than anything.
When you look back growing up to get to where you got at Texas Tech, tell a little about family. Who, when you look back in your family, who inspired you and got you going?
Yeah, so my family's here. Well, I'll start off with my wife. We just got married October 3rd. So,
All right, there you go.
So yeah, so my dad's here, my grandpa, my cousin who's not, we're the same age, he wasn't able to make it. My Aunt Sherry's here. Mom and dad, my biggest supporters, and my brother. When it comes to support, I mean, I think I have the best. My dad, probably the hardest worker I know, probably the hardest worker anybody that knows him knows. Even to this day, I told my mom last week, I'm like, man, if I could be like my dad, I think I'd be a better husband. And I'm only a month in or so. Yeah, he's been my rock. My mom's been my greatest fan. My brother, we're 7 years apart, so I've just tried to lead as much as I can and kind of be the example. So he didn't have to look outside the house. And so, yeah, that's pretty much what I tried to do.
You could ask Coach Myers. He was 67 years. You're just a month, so you got a way to go. Your brother was worried you were going to forget him, but you got him without even looking over there. He was worried, but you got him. So when you look at the success of this program too, is that something you feel like, hey, I had a hand in that? I was the foundation.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. When I walked back and looked through the indoor facility, when I first became a national champion, there was no high jumpers there. Now we have, I think, four of the high jumpers in the span of 10 years. So yeah, I think I did have a part in that success. I think Sierra White, who's coming up next, did as well. Yeah, when it comes to track and field, I mean, now you can't mention it without mentioning Texas Tech. And that's what we wanted to be while we were in college, and that's what we for sure are now.
Yeah, it seems like every year we're adding somebody else from the Tech track program, and it's obviously such great success. When you look back, what's your best memory of Texas Tech?
Oh, man, best memory is probably, like Brad spoke to, indoor nationals. We had, I'll try to make it brief. We were down on the high jump card, so I actually had to pass my last jump. Both Brad had to pass his second to last jump and my last jump because the guy cleared 7.5 and some change. And Brad was before me, and so basically we were looking at each other like, man, this guy from Marquette is gonna win if we don't clear this next bar. So Brad clears it, and then I come up next, or vice versa. But I just remember it became like, when Brad cleared, it became like practice. Like it brought me back to all the times that we had in practice, all the good times and the bad times. And yeah, that for sure, indoor nationals was my best Texas Tech moment.
Well, 2025 is a big year. Hall of Fame, wedding,
yes.
Probably bigger. The wedding's probably bigger,
yeah.
But it's a close one too. Jacorian, congratulations on getting in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
As a teammate, Aaron Hunt was a hard worker and very humble. My favorite memory of Aaron Hunt was the season of 1999 at Texas Tech University when we played together. Texas Tech means loyalty, respect, and honor to Aaron Hunt. Aaron, I just want to tell you congratulations. I'm proud of you, and God bless you for being able to be inducted into the Hall of Fame of Texas Tech. Go Red Raiders.
Congratulations, Dad. Good job for making it to the Hall of Fame. We're all very proud of you. I love you.
Good job, Dad. Good job of making it to the Hall of Fame. I love you so much. Congratulations, Dad. I love you.
Hey, babe. Congratulations on making it to the Hall of Fame. I know how hard you worked to get here, and I'm so proud of you. But what I'm most proud of is that degree in communications. Love you.
Aaron was by far one of the funniest, most genuine teammates anyone could ask for. One of my favorite memories of Aaron was when he got a sack, finally break the school record. We were all happy, celebrating, jumping on him, and all like in my head I can remember is him pushing everyone away, saying, "Y'all gotta let me dance." Lubbock and Texas Tech has a special place in my heart, and I know Aaron will tell you guys the same. Hunt, you made my time at Tech some of the best days of my life, and hearing you get into the Hall of Fame has just been awesome. Congrats, and Brad.
Hey Aaron, man, congratulations on finally being inducted into the Texas Tech Football Hall of Fame, and I couldn't be happier for you. And thank you for allowing me to share in this moment with you. You were one of the best football players I've ever been around, one of the greatest teammates I've ever had, one of the greatest examples of hard work and dedication, man, and just thank you for the man you are today. One of my fondest memories about you, man, and us was the way you always challenged me at the end of practice. You would always come over and we went and we raced. You know, it was during the conditioning time, worst part of the day, we were miserable, ready to get out of there, but you turned it into something that was my greatest memory ever about being a Texas Tech football player. And I think the example you set, making me a better player and me helping make you a better player, we always knew we were ready for any situation. And I think our teammates fed off of that, and it's because of you and what you started. Again, congratulations, Aaron, and record.
Congratulations to Aaron Hunt on your induction into the Texas Tech Hall of Fame.
Here to present Aaron his medallion is his brother Reggie Hunt. Aaron, all these DBs taking credit, and it's because all the pressure you're putting on at the front, right? They're getting all the picks in the back, and it's because you're putting the pressure up, right?
First off, can I?
You can do whatever you want. I mean, to an extent.
I kind of want to just start off this interview just by saying this is not my real suit that I plan on wearing. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody's looking at me like, why you got on the blue suit? I know everybody wearing red, black. It's my fault. My suit got left at home. My cousin, Brandy, actually looked out for me and drove up and got my suit. But he got the wrong suit, so that's why I'm wearing blue right now. But it's all good, man. I appreciate everybody.
What color were you supposed to wear?
It was supposed to be black and red.
You had black and red?
It was going to be a red shirt, but it was a black suit.
All right, well, that's
it's all good, though. It happens, right? It happens.
Well, I thought you were going to say you were wearing his suit. But no, it's your suit.
It's my suit.
He just picked the wrong one.
Yeah, I left, and I didn't want to turn around. So it is what it is.
So who do you got here with you? You got a big family group with you?
Man, got my whole family here, man. Not really, but I got a lot of people here, right? I got Antoine, Dezina, Reggie, AD, Rex, Jen. I got Angie. I got everybody, man. But I'm going to go ahead on and finish everybody off. I got my son, whose name is Aaron, but I call him Sonny, so he goes by Sonny now, just so everybody knows. Addison. Look at Addison. Yeah. And then we got Ashton. Then we got Dash. Then we got Brandy again. And my cousin Dee Dee, my Aunt Niecy, and my mom. Raise your hand, Mama. Yeah. But wait, there's more, right? Yeah. I even brought my white family with me, Kyle Sylvester, that's my cousin right there. Stand up, Kyle. Let everybody see you. Yeah, and
there you go. He was ready to stand. Did y'all talk about that before?
Huh?
He seemed ready to stand. Did you plan that with him?
No, never.
Okay. He was ready. Okay.
No. He didn't know I was going to say something about that. But no, everybody here, man, I got my former teammates. I appreciate everybody being here, man. This is awesome, honestly.
How do you reflect back on your time at Texas Tech when you think you were here at a great time during the, some of the Leach years, right? So what was that like for you?
Oh, man, it was great, honestly. That's really a good question. People say that when they're thinking of the answer. Hey, that's a good question. Yeah. So I'm thinking, no.
She said it wasn't a good question?
No. Honestly, man, it was. It's the best time of my life, pretty much, The friendships I made while I was at Tech is still around, man. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see everybody, flourishing and being who they are supposed to be,
like J-Dub over there. J-Dub is who he's supposed to be right now, you know? There you go. Proud of you, man. You know, Mick, Big Fred, yeah. Soli, I see you way in the back. Okay, proud of y'all, man. Tim Wynn, my guy. Yeah.
Well, you got them all. I mean, this is.
I didn't, honestly. I didn't. I still got a lot of people, so the next question, I'm going to keep going.
Could you imagine how this would be going if you had the right suit on? If we would be really cruising right now at this point.
If I had the right suit, man, it'd be crazy.
Hey, you've kept on.
I'm sorry, man. If you don't know me by now, I love to have fun. The issue, it's a gift and a curse, as you could probably tell, right? It's like I had a lot of serious teammates in my life, and it was, you know, people didn't understand.
Who's the most serious that you had?
I can't tell you the most, but I would tell you one of them who was kind of crazy how serious he was. Is Ron Aycock. Like, what's wrong with that dude, man? Hey, Ron, who's better, you or Kevin, right? Who knows, right? Hey, so let me say, okay, so, you know, he loves Kevin and stuff like that, but my thing was I was going to get the best out of both of them, you know, so yeah. I was like, so who's really better out of both of you? You know, and they would actually turn on each other for a second. Then it'd be good after that. But you know, man. Right, Ron? You remember that? Don't do that. Hey, Ron loved Denison so much, he went and found his wife in Denison, Texas, y'all. So I'm proud of him. Yeah.
Was he really serious?
He's the worst.
Yeah.
The worst. You know, Rex was serious too, you know. But I would say this, honestly, I mean, I love these guys, man. I really do. Like I said, though, it was kind of tough to be serious all the time.
Right.
Especially when it was like 4th and short, something like that. Everybody was like, let's go. You know, I'm just like, let's have some fun, y'all. You know what I mean? That was just me. You know, I was going to have fun. It was good.
You know who one of your biggest fans is, and he couldn't be here tonight, but he wanted me to say something about you, was Joey McGuire. And Joey was talking about how much he loves my man. Aaron, what's your relationship with Coach McGuire?
So Joey's my guy, right? He came, like, we was all at Baylor for a little while. And he left Baylor and came here. And it's kind of cool to see everybody. I would say half the people at Baylor are at Tech now. So it's kind of cool to see the transition, and Joey's a good dude, man. I have a good time with him.
When you think back to the Leach era and the way you guys played, and you kind of, same thing I was kind of asking Ryan, you guys were the start of building a foundation here at Texas Tech. Do you appreciate that, looking back on it, on your time here? Your name's still over the record books all over the place.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I honestly, and people say I was tripping, but I kind of never thought this was gonna happen, right? So it was like, I mean, like a lot of us, we were recruited by Spike, but ended up playing with Leach, you know. But yeah, it's kind of cool, honestly, to see everything and then kind of look back and say, yeah, you was kind of part of what's going on now. So it's kind of awesome.
What is your favorite memory back from those days? Do you have one?
Man, my favorite memory. 80, what you think? That was my roommate back in the day, so we had some crazy times.
He's probably got some. We should probably bring him up here.
It was crazy. Hey, McCormick back there, he knows a little bit of stuff, you know. Mick, yeah. Hey, Toby Cecil, yeah. Hey, man, we had some good times back in the day, man. So, I don't know, man, what game, or it's kind of hard to pinpoint just a time where it was just, you know, great. I feel like all of it was kind of cool. I can't say all. No, I'm lying. Definitely not all of it, but I really enjoyed my time here. I can't really pinpoint one time. If you just need me to, I will, though.
No, I don't. We can do it. It's your night. You can do whatever you want.
Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
You can do what you want.
It's tough, man. You know, and the crazy thing is, I'm going to tell you this, too. This is crazy because I heard you ask him right before I got up here. what was your best time? And I was like, dang, I got to think of the best time.
I'm not going to ask it again now. You called me out. That's it.
Like,
yeah, so.
That's a tough question, just so you know.
Yeah, okay, I won't ask it again. This is it. I'm crowdsourcing these things. I'm going to stop now after you. As I wrap it up, we all know you work at Bader, right? You're down there at Bader. Are you able to enjoy the Texas Tech success that we're having this year and all the eyes are going to be on Lubbock this weekend?
So, yeah. And it's kind of cool, man, just because, first off, I was so happy we didn't play y'all this year. So, because, you know, it's just a different world right now, right? So, I actually can enjoy both sides of football. We don't play them. If we play them, it's in the Big 12 championship, right? So, it's kind of cool to see Texas Tech up at the top, you know? And it's, you know, and when we drove in, I was trying to show my kids really just how crazy it was, you know, and those kids was out by the stadium just having a ball, right? So I was like, yep, that's why I can't name which one of my best times here. You know what I mean? Because it was all kind of times like that, you know? It was like, it was really cool, man, to come back and just see how Tech hasn't fell off, really. It's just got better, so it's cool.
Well, we're proud of you. We're glad you're back. We can't wait to have you on the field tomorrow. I know you're going to have a good time with your teammates tonight, it sounds like. And you got the right clothes tomorrow, or are you good for tomorrow?
I hope.
You got something?
No, I'm good tomorrow, man. I'm ready to go.
We'll be watching. All right, everybody. Aaron Hunt.
All right.
Prepared, excellent hitter, confident, hit machine, on-base machine, you know, hits, walks, bunts, slashes, always getting on base. And that was kind of his strong suit. Once he got on the base paths, he was just a chaotic distraction to the other pitchers and defenses. Always causing something, always starting something, real aggressive. And it was just fun to watch him, what he did to the other teams when he got on base.
Hello, everyone. I'm Joe Costello, Matt's dad. His mom, Sue, is on the other side of this camera. It's a big day. It's great to be back at Texas Tech. This is where we made some of our favorite memories watching Matt and his teammates play ball. They were great games, and we went to all of them, home and away. I remember one game at A&M. The crowd was so loud, brutal, tough on the Tech players. I don't remember who won, but I remember asking Matt after the game, did it bother you? He said, no, I love it. It fires me up, and I give it right back to him. Matt thinks the world of Texas Tech. He saw and feels the pride in the school, the community, and the state of Texas.
Hey, Matt. Congratulations on the Hall of Fame. Well deserved, and I'm so happy for you and your family. It's such a big accomplishment, and nobody deserves it more than you do. I want to say thank you because I felt a lot of my success was because of the people that were in front of me. And, you know, as a leadoff hitter, you know, you were always on base. Single, still second, still third, and all I had to do was get a ground ball or pop up, and you would come home. So. Thanks for everything you did for me. Thanks for everything you did for the Red Raiders. And again, congratulations. What a big accomplishment. We'll talk soon.
I've played with a lot of guys in my career, whether it's high school or college or pro ball. And I've never played with a more confident athlete than Costello. He's the kind of guy that before an inter-squad scrimmage would tell you what he was gonna do, and then he'd go do it. He said, Miller, I'm gonna go hit a single off you, and then I'm gonna steal second. And I'm like, no, you wouldn't. And then he would go do it. I've never played with a guy that knew his skill set and was so confident in his skill set. And that was his secret sauce. You know, Matt's a Southern California guy, and I'm sure he had a zillion choices coming out of junior college on where he could have gone. And the fact that he chose to come to West Texas and play for Larry and Frank and Emo, I think it says a lot about his personality and how it just lined up so great with our coaching staff and with all of our teammates. And so even though he's a SoCal guy, he is a Red Raider through and through.
Matt Kostelik, one of our very best, great outfielder, could really handle the bat and played the short game, but also had power. The thing I didn't like about Matt Kostelik is every time he came to third, he'd say, "Coach, let me steal home." That made me a nervous wreck. But Matt, I'm so proud of you, and I want to congratulate you, and you certainly are deserving to be in the Hall of Honor.
Congratulations to Matt Kostelik on your induction into the Texas Tech Hall of Fame.
Here to present Matt, his medallion is his father, Joe Kostelik. Your dad still looks good. He looks like, yeah, he's aging well. So
yeah, he got married young.
So, congratulations. It's funny. One of the things you heard Miller say is, you know, Matt was here 2 years, but he's a Red Raider, and it's one of the things Kirby always preaches. We want these guys to come in. Is that how you feel with your experience here at Texas Tech? You're a Red Raider for life?
Oh, absolutely. So I'm a Southern Californian, born and raised. But after coming to Tech, I decided at some point we were going to move our family to Texas. So it's all the friendships that I've forged here, and visiting Dallas and my old teammates out here in the audience for years. And I finally just picked up and said, hey, this is the state we want to raise our kids in.
Yeah, there we go, Texas, and raise your kids. How big of an influence was your dad on your career?
Oh, a tremendous influence. His commitment to just being there to support me wherever I played was tremendous. So he would travel throughout the country during the week on business, and every weekend he would find a way to make it to Lubbock or wherever we were playing, and my mom would fly out and join him. So that continued through pro baseball as well. They didn't miss a series. So it was almost like as a college kid, you had your parents living in, you know, your college hometown. So it was, no, it was amazing. It was amazing. And those are the memories I think the most about is, you know, the family together and just those great opportunities to spend time.
When you look back on your career, and everyone talks about the speed numbers, right? 46 and 51 stolen bases, but it's more than just speed, right? There's an art to stealing a base. And how did that come about for you?
I played in high school under a coach named Hy Lavelle, who was always committed to the small game, to bunting, to hit and runs, to moving a runner to third. I continued that under a guy named Don Sneddon, who's in the California Hall of Fame for community colleges, and he was the same. So I used to, you know, focus on bunting. I would show it early sometimes, pull it back, and then slash it by the third baseman, or, you know, take one with me down the line. So it was always in me to do whatever we could to disrupt that other team, to do my job as a leadoff hitter, and just add value, right? I mean, my job was to get on base, so that's all I thought about.
Yeah, and I was glad to hear Clint Bryant kind of give you credit, right? Clint put up some big numbers. A lot of that you gave him some great opportunities to drive in runs, right?
Oh, Clint was a great teammate. In fact, in 95 and 96, I mean, we were number 2 in the country for 5 weeks and 6 weeks in 96, 5 weeks in 95. We had the best team, top to bottom, best pitchers. I mean, we really helped build the next generation of baseball at Texas Tech. And, you know, if you look at that 3-year span, 95, 6, and 7, there's 8 of the 18 inductees into the Hall of Fame from those 3 teams. So really just a lot of talent.
What was it about those teams? Because you knocked on the door one year, the program couldn't get in, just really couldn't, cross over the finish line. But then all of a sudden they started, experiencing a lot of success.
Well, we had it, right? In '95, we were in the lead in every game. We ran into a pitcher, Kyle Peterson, who was a first rounder. Same in '96, we ran into a first rounder who just had a dominant performance. And we had the players. I mean, we were solid.
When we saw Coach Hayes up there, it's good to see Coach Hayes. He does never age. He looks the same as he did when he was here. What was he like as a coach? What did you learn from the program at that time?
I mean, he was a great mentor. He was a great leader. You wanted to play for him. We had a really good coaching staff. You had, Coach Hayes, who was, he was a larger-than-life person, just a great human being. And then you had Frank Anderson, who, would kick you in the butt a little bit when you needed it. And then Coach Greg Evans, Emo, was everybody's friend, right? So you had that great balance in the coaching staff. And, I think everybody just gelled around that.
For somebody like you that was here in the mid-'90s to where we are now as a program, how does it make you feel when you look at just facilities and everything that's happened here at Tech?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, our clubhouse, we didn't have a clubhouse. Our locker room looked like a 7th grade boys PE locker room. And I'm not joking. It was like, 30 by 80 feet and, old lockers, rusty. And we just got a lot of pride and, we weren't recruiting people off of our facilities. We had these great coaches who recruited the best talent, and we just came together to win. It was a great brotherhood.
What was it like to get the call to say, hey, you're in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, no feeling like it. I have, 3 daughters. My wife, lovely wife, Sarah, supports, all of us and leads our household, and my 3 daughters, all have grown up with this great Tech experience. I have a daughter, Claire, who's a sophomore here at Texas Tech.
All right, yeah. Yep. Raised them right?
My middle daughter, Addison, is a senior in high school and wants to cheer for Tech next year. She's been going to all the clinics.
We got people here who can make that happen, too. We got it right over there. Guy in the bow tie, don't let him leave without talking to him.
And then Kate, my youngest, as well, who, they grew up with a different experience. They come to the alumni games. They get schmoozed. It's an easy sell. So, no, we love it. We love it.
Just final thought. When you look back on your career here at Texas Tech, right, you could have gone, like you heard Miller say, you could have gone a cajillion places. You glad you made the decision to be a Red Raider?
I did. And actually, I didn't choose Tech. I didn't. I ended up choosing Cal State Fullerton. So I went there, and it just didn't feel right. I played for Coach Evans in summer ball the year before, and it didn't feel like home at Fullerton. So I ended up transferring at semester. So I'm the original transfer portal guy playing for Augie Garrido. And I just came to Tech and immediately felt at home. Now, I had no idea Fullerton was going to win the College World Series that year, which, I don't regret one bit.
Well, we're glad you chose Texas Tech. We're glad you're a Red Raider. Glad your family got all these Red Raiders in your family. And congratulations, Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Matt Kostelic, everybody.
Congratulations, Sierra. You made it. You made it into the Texas Tech Hall of Fame. I love it. I love it. Woo, go CC.
Watching you come in as a freshman with the potential you had, just to see you grow to your senior year and even running on the USA team in 2014 was amazing to watch.
No, first and foremost, yes, I say congratulations to my big sis, Sierra.
CC was the most incredible person, and still is, but someone that would just line up and beat you, but then was just a pure class act as far as being kind, humble, and just a tremendous young lady.
Sierra was an uplifting type of teammate. No matter how good she became, she always was supportive to everyone on the team.
She
always encouraged everyone around her to compete at their best, to practice at their best, and to do their best overall.
Texas Tech to her meant a chance to grow, a chance to be a part of a community that shared the same values that she grew up with, and just be a part of a team that showed her love, showed her family respect, and was going to be able to help her accomplish her goals.
Texas Tech was more than just a university. For Sierra, I feel that it was our second home. It was our home away from home. And it was a place where she was able to sharpen the skills that she already had and increase her ability to compete at the next level.
You know my motto. No, we ain't there for a long time, you're there for a good time. But but this one gonna last forever, man. This one gonna last forever. Again, congratulations, man.
Sierra, I truly am proud of you, and I just want to let you know that you are phenomenal. You're a phenomenal woman, you're a phenomenal athlete, phenomenal wife, mother, and daughter, and I am so proud of you for getting inducted into the Texas Tech Hall of Fame. You deserve it. You deserve this moment. It is a full circle moment, and you worked hard for it, and I just want to say that you will always be more than just a friend to me. You are family, and I couldn't be more excited to see you in the Hall of Fame here at Texas Tech University.
I'm so happy that I can call you my teammate, even more excited to call you my friend. I'm just so proud of you and so happy for you. Congratulations on your Hall of Fame.
Sierra, keep moving forward. You are a terrific mother, wife, daughter. You inspire so many people. We love you, Sierra. Woo.
Keep doing what you're doing. Congratulations. I kind of knew it was going to happen. I saw it from day one when I first met you, and I knew you were destined to be something great. Proud of you. Mad love for y'all. Big ups. Guns up.
Cece, I can't tell you how proud I am to be able to tell you today how Red Raider Nation feels about you becoming a member of the Texas Tech Hall of Fame. What you did for our program, building our ladies, and where we are today, it all comes from guys like you. And so we're just so appreciative of everything you've done and the class act that you always were while you were here.
Congratulations to Sierra White on your induction into the Texas Tech Hall of Fame.
Here to present Sierra her medallion is her husband, Julian. A lot of tears at your table right now. That's pretty emotional over there, right?
Yes. I'm a big crybaby at heart, so that really did make me tear up. I'm kind of embarrassed.
When you look at that, obviously, and watching the video and all that, family, obviously a very big part of who you are. How did they build you to where you are?
Well, my family has always been supportive. Since everyone else already shouted out their family, I have to shout out mine. I have my cousins over here. I don't know if you guys ever seen the Whitney Houston speech from the BET Awards, but they wanted me to do that. So we got Sybil, Ulysses, my mom, Stephanie, Julian, my two kids, Drew, Jason, Spring, Ray, Anna, Mona, Greer, Ashley, Joe, and Cindy back there supporting me.
And they just yelled out they loved you. So how about that?
I love you guys too.
So where did you grow up?
So I'm originally from Philadelphia, born and raised. And then after high school, I came here, obviously, to Texas Tech. So 2011 to 2018, I was here. And then I just didn't go back. Now I live in Florida.
So what was it about Texas Tech that drew you here?
Okay, so first of all, when I was getting recruited, I really didn't know how good I was. Then I won national championship in high school, the indoor 200, and that's when all the big coaches really, really wanted me. But before that, Texas Tech was already in communication with my coach and myself. Coach Miller was the sprint coach at the time. He came to my house and did a visit. He had everything together in his PowerPoint, so that already stood out to me, like, you must really want me. So when I came on my visit, it was just the best experience. I even came during a weekday, so not many people get to do much as a recruit on the weekday. But the team, everyone was so welcoming. The practice, everyone, you could see how hard they worked, and it was just a good environment and something I wanted to be a part of.
When you heard Jacorian talk too about you guys were part of building this program to where it was, do you still feel that to this day?
I do. I actually got to go see the girls at practice today. Coach Rob talked to them a little bit, and he also said the same thing. Like, Sierra was here, she was a part of building this team. So it just makes me look back and see how much I actually did help out and accomplish. When I came here, it was only just a few sprinters. I mean, they were good, but it was just a few of us, so everyone was running the 4x1 and the 4x4. We didn't have many people I had to be on every relay. It was not the best thing for me personally. I didn't like the 4x4, but just looking back, and I can just see how much I helped build something special.
You heard Kostelek talk about the locker rooms. When you see that indoor facility, were you thinking, I could have really done some damage in there?
I actually did get to run on the indoor track. After I graduated, I was still here training a little bit, so I got to run on it. But I was here when it was just a bubble, and we had to wait to go out. One person go out the door, and then the next person could go out. You could barely breathe in the bubble. I don't know if many people have been in there before, but you couldn't breathe. Even at practice, it wasn't even a 200-meter track upstairs. I think we were running like 236 meters, so that was fun, different. And I think another thing about the bubble that drew me to Texas Tech was I've never seen anything like that before. So having a indoor track with a 2-level and the 200 and everything else was run upstairs, that really stood out. I was like, wow, this is cool. I've never seen it. So I would love to run on this. But yeah, I love to see all the new changes. I got to see a little bit, but even walking around the campus today is just so much different.
I was going to say, you live in Florida now, right? So do you feel, when you got the call from Will that you're in the Hall of Fame, was that something that surprised you to go, gosh, yeah, I'd kind of forgotten a little bit about Texas Tech?
I never forgot about Texas Tech, but this honestly did surprise me. When I got the call, a former teammate texted me, and he said, yeah, they're going to call you about some alumni stuff. So then when Will did call, and he told me, I was shocked. I was like, when you haven't run in so long, it's like you just kind of goes out your mind a little bit. But I was super surprised, and I'm just blessed and grateful that I've got to do this and got to share it with my friends and family. I didn't even realize how big of a deal it was until actually coming here this weekend and seeing all these other Hall of Famers, so I'm just happy.
What will that be like for you tomorrow? We're going to have 60,000 plus, and you'll be down there on the field and be recognized for such a great career, and again, an emotional person, and you got this great family here with you. What's that going to be like for you?
I'm sure I'll have a good time tomorrow. My husband thinks I'm so outgoing, but I really am shy. My family knows that. But ever since I was a baby, I was a little crybaby, a little scared little girl. But tomorrow, I'm sure I'll have so much fun. Just being around Red Raiders and seeing the school spirit is just going to take it to another level.
Well, we're so proud of you. We're glad you're back, and congratulations, everybody. Sierra White.
Thank you.
Thank you.
BJ, the old gunslinger, congrats on getting into the Texas Tech Hall of Fame. Very proud of you. Enjoy this moment. Happy for you, brother.
BJ Simmons, man, one of the best to ever do it. Now it's in black and white for you making the Hall of Fame. It was an honor and a privilege of playing with you at Texas Tech. The records that we set, with your leadership style, with your encouragement, with your enthusiasm, it's just amazing. The way that you threw that ball, I appreciate it. Once again, man, congratulations on making it to the Hall of Fame.
BJ, congratulations on the Texas Tech Hall of Fame. I can't think of a more deserving person than you and all you did at Texas Tech. I always looked up to you for the moxie, the swagger, the gunslinger mentality. When you walked on the field, you know, the entire team felt your confidence, and the numbers, the stats, all those things you put up were unbelievable. Nobody'd seen it done in college football before. So really honored to have been your teammate and a friend. and the way you always treated me in your role when you knew you could have been out there starting easily and lighting it up always meant the world to me. So congrats, man. So happy for you, and it was a true honor getting to play with you.
BJ, I'm so proud of you, man. You did great. It's been great being a friend of yours for over 20 years now, and couldn't be prouder of you, and well deserving. And in my mind, your season record still stands.
I think he deserves it a lot. I'm very happy for him, and I just know that if he was as dedicated to football as he is to us, then it's no surprise that he got this award.
Same. I have nothing else to say other than I'm just proud and couldn't ask for a better time.
Yeah, I'm just really glad he's getting in the Hall of Fame, and I'm proud of him for playing football.
BJ truly is the biggest Tech fan I know. Honestly, nobody bleeds red and black quite like that guy. We love you, BJ. Congrats. We're so proud of you as a Hall of Famer, as a father, a dad, a husband, and just know that we will always be your biggest fans. Love you. Wreck-'em.
Congratulations to BJ Simmons on your induction into the Texas Tech Hall of Fame.
Presenting BJ with his medallion is his dad, Randall Simmons. Aaron, see this coat? Yeah, that's the kind of coat right there you should have worn. I mean, come on. Just one job. Wear the red coat. So much.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Can we get a hand for Gio tonight?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I don't know if y'all know this, but there's a big game tomorrow, and he told me he hadn't even rehearsed this all week, so I don't think it shows. Great job, Gio. Thank you.
I appreciate that. There's so much I want to take from your video. The frosted tips.
My hair, as I've gotten older, my hair's gotten darker.
Why did you point at my hair when you did that? Yeah, so I love the Simmons for Heisman hat too in the video. That was pretty cool that she had that on back in there in the day.
Yeah, I think that campaign lasted like 3 or 4 weeks, and then I don't know.
It's pretty good.
It went south, but it was fun. Yeah,
How special for you to sit there and watch your kids and your kids to see you in this setting? It's got to be a special moment.
Yeah, because my kids have never seen me play football, right? So yeah, it's when I got the call, a tremendous honor for me, obviously, to represent Texas Tech. It's a school that means the world to me and my family. I met my wife at Tech, and so yeah, my daughter actually took a official campus visit today while we were here. So
yeah, I saw you put on social about
hopefully some additional Red Raiders in the family. We'll see.
Yeah, she needs to make the decision.
It should have been an easy close.
Yeah,
I don't
we
know.
should have her commit. I mean, her dad's in the Hall of Fame. So that 2003 team, it blows your mind when you look at the offensive numbers. And again, I know you don't like to talk about that. You did it for a lot of time on one leg. 1 year, one leg. The numbers you put up are just staggering. When you think back on that, see it, you really recognize how great that offense was.
Yeah, I think, it was like I was given the keys to a Ferrari, right? So a lot of the guys that I played with were 3 and 4 year starters. So you had guys with experience like, Toby started, multiple years in center and in the offensive line. All of the receivers were experienced. So for me, really, I just had to come in and, I'm not going to lie. I was anxious for my opportunity, and I always wanted to make the most of it. So I was eager to do and prove that, I was capable of playing. But yeah, I think it was just the team that we had, the offense that we had, the receivers that we had. We had, I think Mickey was the only one that was like 8 yards short of 1,000 yards. But we had 3 1,000-yard receivers on the same offense, and then one that had like 980. So it was pretty impressive.
That question kind of gets throughout. You and Cliff, you had to make each other better, right? The competition you guys shared throughout the time you were here together.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Cliff was a friend of mine for 4 years. He came in 1998. I came in 1999, and yeah, we just always pushed each other. You know, I felt like I was always, you know, kind of waiting for my opportunity to get on the field, and I think that helped push Cliff too, because, you know, he knew that, you know, I given the chance was, you know, gonna make an opportunity for myself to play. So it drove him to be a better player, and we just pushed each other.
2025, B.J. Simmons probably doesn't sit for all those years, probably transfers out. And you're such a great Red Raider. I can't even imagine you not having played here. Is that something you look back on and go, man, I'm glad I did stick it out. I know I wanted to play more, but that you made the most of it, and you're such a great supporter of still the school.
Yeah, I think that season, you know, being able to play with all the guys that I had built relationships with, you know, made everything worth it for me to stay. I never really had any thought of transferring like you mentioned people do today. It was, you're kind of loyal to the school, but I just loved my time. I loved Lubbock. I loved Texas Tech. So I loved my teammates, and I love the Mike Leach offense, so why was I going to leave an opportunity to play in that? So at the time, you know, we were doing things that other people weren't doing. So
you mentioned Coach Leach, and that was a great picture too. You guys standing. What are some of the lessons you got from Coach Leach? You sounded kind of like him when you did that. Yeah.
Ones that I could share publicly, or. No, I think Coach Leach he demanded the most out of you as a player, and you know, if you didn't do things right in practice, you would do it again until you did. Like, I knew as a quarterback that if we didn't have success or if we didn't score and I came to the sideline, I didn't want to. I knew he would be disappointed, right? And I didn't want to disappoint him as a player, because the expectation, the bar was incredibly high, and I think he got the most out of his players in that regard, because I knew, like, oh man, we didn't score, I'm going to hear it from coach. So we you know, it was like score or every drive that we didn't was a disappointment.
Before we let you go, talk about your family and who you have here. And
yeah, so I have a big family. Let me just first say, so, you know, my wife, I've got Jennifer that we met at Tech. Actually, Gio, you said you weren't going to ask any more questions. You didn't ask me my favorite moment.
Well, I said I wouldn't ask anymore. Aaron embarrassed me on that. What was your favorite moment at Tech?
So it was probably that sorority party that I met my wife at. That was Halloween party. So. But my daughter Briley, my son Slade, and my other son Jet. My dad, my mom, my brothers. Let's see, my uncle Scott, my sister Gina, my nieces and nephews are here, my mom Wendy, her family. So yeah, it's a big family. I'm grateful for everybody that's here, and I also want to say thank you to my family, because there was a lot of games that I didn't play in that they were in Lubbock for. So thank y'all.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, love to hear that. Is tomorrow? That deserves an applause. The Hunt family there. For you,
I grew up in Houston, so Houston to Lubbock is not easy.
That should be recognized.
And as a backup quarterback, so you know, they're going to, you know, 10 games a year for multiple years, and not seeing me play, but supported the school and the university, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's great job. As you look at tomorrow, and again, you've expressed your love for Tech, and we see it all the time on your social and just how you've supported us. For you, how does that feel, what we're seeing tomorrow with game day here and everything else that goes with it?
Yeah, I think these guys have said it. It's incredible. You know, when I was coming in 1999, like, people hate on the bubble. Like, I thought the bubble was cool. Like, I came from Houston. There was no, like, indoor practice facilities, and I came to Lubbock in the winter, and guys like Tim Wynn hosted me on a recruiting visit, and I didn't know the bubble wasn't, like, cool,
right.
you know, and hey, it was. I'm like, man, we got an indoor facility for when it's cold, you know. So, but yeah, it's seeing everything that they've done now is obviously there's a lot of pride in like being a part of building that, and just the support that the school has from the alumni, and it's incredible. So let's get a big win tomorrow, right?
Heck yeah, for sure. BJ, so glad you stuck it out for your patient in getting your chance in 2003, and it pays off today. Congratulations, Hall of Fame.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks. All right, let's hear it again for all of our Hall of Famers and Coach Myers, the Heritage Award. We're going to ask all the Hall of Famers to come up front for the Matador song. So, BJ, don't take a seat. You guys come back up. We'll do the Matador song. Hopefully, Aaron doesn't mind doing it. Don't do that. And come on back up. We'll do the Matador song. And tomorrow at halftime, at the beginning of halftime, we will honor all of these people on the field at Jones AT&T Stadium. And there'll be a chance, full house. It'll be a very cool moment. And so thank you again for your patience tonight. Thank you for being here. Congratulations to all these winners. And we're going to end it with the Matador song.